to explore.
What is going on?
We're in Vegas! Vegas, Sin City, the gaudiest city in the world. If you've never been and are curious to know what you should add to your itinerary or are looking for new suggestions, this is the video for you. Today we're not only visiting the Strip, we are also seeing the wildly popular Meow Wolf's Omega Mart, but first we're making a stop at the 7 Magic Mountains. We're here at the 7 Magic Mountains! The 7 Magic Mountains, contrary to their name, are in fact 7 about 35 feet tall painted boulder totems that are a part of a desert art installation by Ugo Rondinone. If you're visiting Vegas from the west side or SoCal, this destination is on the way there, so it makes the quick stop worth it. Plus, it's free. Other than for taking some Instagram photos or funny videos like we did, I don't particularly recommend staying here for too long since the lack of cover doesn't protect you from the constant wind buffeting. It was a particularly windy day when we went to our obligatory next destination, the Las Vegas sign. This sign will be smaller than you might imagine, and yes, there is a line, but I recommend taking your photos and videos off to the side like we did since the view is just as good and we can finally escape the wind to our next destination. We're here! It's time to check this place out. Meow Wolf's Omega Mart is an interactive art installation probably like you've never seen before. It first opened in February 2021 at the Area 15 complex in Vegas. What's really cool is they have free outdoor installations you can check out before you go in for your arrival time. And the inside not only has Omega Mart, but other arcades and bars, neon decorations, gift shops, toy shops, sculptures, and more. So, how's this place, Anthony?
It's kind of crazy and surreal, actually. Yeah.
Very cyberpunky. It's our first time here for the both of us.
Light.
Yeah,
There's boba.
Oh yeah, there's boba. There's zip lines going above us.
And right now we're in line to get tickets, weirdly enough, to go into a grocery store.
I'm excited to see. I don't know what we can expect. As our arrival window approaches and we go inside this peculiar grocery store, we begin to discover things may not be as they seem. The produce section had one of my favorite interactive parts, filled with incredible amounts of creativity and ingenuity to portray seemingly regular-looking products at first glance available for purchase, only to appear strange and unnerving upon closer inspection. In fact, something might be very, very wrong with this place, and it might be up to us to uncover what. We're in the mart now. What are you looking at?
Camel's meal substitutes. Implied chicken, fashioned beef.
Time to explore.
What is going on?
Free the source, free your mind. It's a pillow. They're all pillows, it's all fake. I'm just looking at stuff in the hall, and then I look straight, and there's some weird things going behind here. After going back to the grocery store to get Anthony, we soon discovered the aisle passageway I found was not the only one that led us into this weirdly distorted alternate dimension. Whoa, what's this? Did we find a way? Where are we going? It's cold. I loved all the details when it came to creating every single portal into the additional spaces inside beyond the grocery store. The distorted bottles, the janitor's closet getting more and more gross and twisted as we continued down the passage, like physical embodiment and shorter version of what you experience as the player in the game PT. The more simple entrance to the meat counter, whichever way you choose to enter, the fun begins after you've left the grocery store and gone into the next dimension. I'm sitting on the weird looking alien bench next to the weird looking alien lamp.
next to the weird looking alien person. I like this one though.
Every room you enter may have a different theme and different interactive spaces, but everything is enveloped in a consistent stream of neon lights and decorations. But the question is, why in the lore of Omega Mart does the back of the grocery store open up to another dimension? Anthony and I were here for over 2 hours exploring and trying to uncover the madness. It really felt like we were part of a story-driven video game where we had to do side quests and solve puzzles to uncover the ending. Or in this case, the meaning behind it all. Without too many spoilers, it seems the short of it is that Meow Wolf's grocery store chain owner, Dramcore, built their store on top of a wellspring where an alien planet collided with our planet Earth, creating a rip in time space which basically serves as a portal where we can access their planet by traveling to this other dimension. Dramcore chose this location in order to harness this alien energy and use it to create strange products for sale at their grocery store. The interactive games you play give you a sense of working towards a bigger goal. Are you scientists working on harnessing that energy? Are you regular civilians taking in the views while trying to decide what your goal is in this dimension? You decide.
All right, so we just finished Omega Mart. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
There was so much to see, and I didn't film everything to spoil everything for you guys, but what do you think?
I think it was really cool. Like, there's just so much to see.
Oh yeah.
Like, I
So
don't
much
think
to
we could have
explore.
filmed everything. It's hard to put into words.
Yeah, there's a lot of
like,
lore.
yeah,
There's a lot of lore, and you can actually buy an access card either the first time you go or the next time you go to be able to explore through computers, read emails. We went through some like mailboxes too and read some letters.
Yeah. The more you put into it, the more you can get out of it.
Exactly. The whole experience, they said, lasts about like 2 hours, but then if you get the access card to read emails and have access as an employee to more lore, that's like an additional 2 hours.
Yeah.
So if you get that, that's like a total of like a 4-hour experience. So it's really worth it. I mean, it was $59 per person per adult, and I think for like a very unique, in-depth experience, it's like you're playing a video game but in real life. It's like the most in-depth escape room we've ever done.
Without any timer.
And you don't have to worry about winning or losing. You just go in there and explore. It's very, very exploratory, so.
It's huge.
People of all ages, kids can go up until 8 p.m. and then after 8 p.m. I believe it becomes 21 and over because they start serving alcohol throughout all of Area 15. So yeah, just keep that in mind, but definitely recommend you guys check it out.
Up next, we're going to the Vegas Strip. For our vacation, we're staying at the Horseshoe right next to Paris, smack dab in the middle of the Strip. And since we were so close to Paris, that's the first place we decided to walk around in. Overall, the decoration was giving very Disneyland, like the same people in charge of designing the Disney parks designed Vegas, basically. There's a variety of options for eating here, not just the upscale celebrity-named restaurants, but also more affordable and equally as delicious cafeterias. But the feeling it gave you was very immersive. After walking around, we got tickets for the Eiffel Tower viewing deck and went up the escalators, past the locks, and down the bridge that looks down into the casino to reach an elevator.
We're on our way up the Eiffel Tower. If you guys want to check it out, you do have to pay per person. I believe it was $29 per person, but because we're hotel guests, there is a 50% discount. You just show your hotel card and it's $15 per person instead.
Once you reach the top, you get, in my opinion, some of the best views in Vegas. The observation deck atop Paris is a half-scale replica of the Eiffel Tower at 46 stories high, which really puts into perspective how much more massive the real Eiffel Tower is because this one was so high up, you could barely see any people. But you get the most amazing eagle-eyed view of the Bellagio Fountains.
We were all the way up there.
Look at the colors, red, white, and blue, America's sign.
Anthony fails to remember red, white, and blue are also the colors of the French flag.
This is what I have to deal with every day of my life for the rest of my life.
Once we started walking outside, we realized the prime spot we were staying in on the Strip. There were replica buildings of iconic landmarks or eye-catching hotels. Across from us were the Bellagio Fountains that we stopped by to see again from the ground level as it performed to a different song. Just don't stand behind it unless you want to get sprayed, which might end up being a good thing on a hot day. We also stopped by the Cosmo, which housed more whimsical Alice in Wonderland style decor with an unnerving anthropomorphized statue.
We're at the fancy chandelier at the Cosmo Hotel. Check it out. It's probably the biggest chandelier I've ever seen.
This chandelier was in fact made from 21 miles of crystal bead swags. It's interesting they chose that specific unit of measurement. That's how big it was. Afterwards, we attempted to go to the ski lodge Speakeasy style cocktail bar, only to go through the wrong door to a different bar before finding the space. However, it was too packed to stay to order a drink. Maybe next time. One of the places we were really looking forward to seeing was the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. After entering the Bellagio and walking under the glass ceiling installation, we reached the entrance.
We're at the Bellagio here at the Botanical Gardens.
It's so pretty.
There were hard arches and fake topiaries decorated with flowers and fruits.
It's the fantastical music for me. It's giving like Alice in Wonderland, fever dream, but a pleasant fever dream, as long as it doesn't turn into a nightmare, you know? It's kind of peaceful, with the birds chirping and the piano. But I've played too many video games and watched too many movies, and I'm waiting for it to change, you know? But look, there's a weeping willow, there's like so many nice things, a fountain, a gazebo.
The theme for the Botanical Gardens usually change per season or holiday, so I'm glad this spring love theme was around. I liked it very much. And with that,
alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed our adventures in Vegas. If you liked it, make sure to share it with your friends. Any parting messages, Anthony?
I'm tired.
Yeah, so am I. We're gonna go get some water at CVS and call it a night. See you guys in the next one. Bye. It's gonna go away this year. So if you're around, you should definitely catch it.
Not a good sign.
What? It shocked you? Why is that not a good sign?